Alright, so today I'm going to show you a stretching routine that you can do on your paddleboard every time you finish paddling for the day. You can also do this at home just as a regular stretching routine. It's going to look a lot like yoga, but whenever you go out on your board, this is a good thing to do right before you take it out of the water. I've got my paddle leashed to the board. This board is a Surf Tech inflatable SUP, so if I can do this on an inflatable board, it's all definitely possible on a hard board, which is going to be a little bit more stable. So, first thing I'm going to do is get rid of the paddle, and I'm going to start with my feet about a foot width apart, and I'm going to stretch my lats, which is down in here, big muscle for paddleboarding, by just simply reaching up like this. Now each stretch in this series, the best way to think about how long you should hold it is to take 5 deep breaths in each stretch. Some books will say stretch for 30 seconds, some 45 seconds, 2 minutes, but you're not going to really be keeping track of time like that with a stopwatch or something while you're out on your board. So the best way to keep yourself in the stretch long enough is just take 5 deep breaths. I'm just going to take about 2 just for demonstration purposes. So, stretch your lats. And then twist to one side, or tilt a little bit, and that's going to make me feel it more in this side. And the other side. And this is a good way to develop your balance on the board, because even these slight tilts will force you to balance. Right. The next stretch is for your shoulders and biceps. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see this a little better. So you're going to roll your shoulders back, clasp your hands, and push your shoulders down actively. So I'm pushing my elbows open and my shoulders down, and you should feel that in your biceps and in the top of your shoulders and your neck. It also feels good to tilt your neck a little bit to each side. The next one's similar. Now we're going to lock our arms behind our back like this and pull your chest open. So I'm going to feel this right here in my chest. And really tug your arms back as far as you can and turn your shoulder blades back, or push your shoulder blades back. Doing it sideways is going to be great for developing balance as well. So, the next one is also for chest. Your chest muscle brings your arm in, obviously, but it also internally rotates your arm or pulls your thumb forward and down. So what we're going to do is turn the thumb back, palms up, and stretch your chest until you feel it in here for a few deep breaths. Another good one is your forearms. So you want to gently pull your fingers back, and you'll feel this stretch right under here. After you do that on both sides, do it the other way. You'll feel this on top of your forearm. Nice gentle pull. The next one is for your lower back. Obviously a big muscle used in paddleboarding. Anything in your lower back could get sore. So what we're going to do here is just lean over, relax your head so you don't want your neck up like this, and just let your back relax and let your own weight stretch it down. Right, and now we're going to go into child's pose, which is something from yoga. So you're going to come down on your board, and again, this one is for the lats. So I'm going to lean back like that, trying to rest my rear on my heels a little bit, and I'll feel this stretch in my lats. And this is one that you can also tilt sideways. So now I'm going to take both my hands and grab the right side of the board. This will stretch my left side more. And the right side. So you can see now this lat is fully extended. Another one you can do in this position, which also feels really good on your lower back, just being in that position feels good on your lower back, is to go ahead and do the shoulder and bicep stretch again. And you can also lock your arms. The chest stretch in child's pose looks like this. So next we're going to go into cat-cows. So you want to get on all fours with your palms just below your shoulders. And the first one is just to curl your back upwards. And then you alternate that by curling your toes under and arching your back. Now those you can hold for 5 breaths, or you can just alternate between them at your own pace. Now a good thing to go into after cat-cows is a glute stretch. So what you want to do here is bring one of your knees up, stretch your other leg back like that, and I'm putting my heel into my opposite hip and then laying forward. And you're going to feel this all in here. Show you what it looks like from the other side. Heels coming into the hip. And if you feel any pain in your knee, you want to back off and do it in a way that doesn't hurt your knee. So maybe move your foot a little bit left or right, or just don't go as deeply into the stretch. You know, some people are going to feel it here. It's as far as they can get. Some people can get a little bit lower, and then as your muscle gets a little bit more stretched out, you'll be able to get all the way down. While you're in this pose, you can also add a quad stretch if your quad's sore, by simply pulling back. Again, gently, and you'll feel this right here. Other side. And if we get one side of the leg, we want to get the other side of the leg. Sitting here, reaching for your toes. And the one I like to finish with is an adductor stretch. Feet together, and push your knees down. And you'll feel this in your inner thighs, which are very active in just keeping you balanced on the board. As a lot of beginning paddleboarders notice, you get a little sore in there because as your body's trying to squeeze in and cling to the board, you're using a lot of adduction. And that's a simple routine you can go through to basically get you stretched out, and it's going to assist your recovery. If you have a hard workout on your paddleboard, you're out paddling the lake or a river or out on the ocean, go ahead and do that routine before you put your board up. You're going to recover a lot faster, you're going to feel a lot better, and you're going to avoid overtraining and overuse injury.